Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been 34 days. Can you believe it? The longest it's ever been, I think, since I've went in between another video post. But all in all, I'm back and we have my longtime loyal client. She's been with me multiple times now, Terri, with me, and we're going to show you today how to do an amazing natural but bright hairline. So I prepped her hair with K18 spray, and it has to sit for 4 minutes minimum. So while I let her sit, I am going to mix up my lightener. I'm using Blonde Me. Surprise, surprise. Why do I always go back to that lightener, you guys? I think I might have found another way to get it not to swell as much, but I'm going to keep testing, and I'll get back to you guys on a later date about that. Oh wow, it's October 1st at 11:11 p.m. Weird. So we are going to be adding some shadow lights in there as well. A shadow light is a low light that doesn't go all the way down. I scatter it 1/3 down, 2/3 down, and so on. I never bring it all the way to the ends. So that would be a low light. This is what we call shadow lights. I'm using 20 volume, and of course we already prepped her hair with the K18. I'm obsessed with that. The last several months, you guys know, this is my ride or die now. Not against Olaplex, still love them very much. I am not against grabbing it if I'm out of K18. They're both really good, but K18 is just up to date with technology. So when we're starting in the hairline, when we're doing a partial, I'm always going to start there. A partial is just the top of the head and mostly detailed work around the hairline. So this is a #1 rule I like to tell everybody to do. A lot of people, when they focus on the hairline, they just do the bang box, the money piece area. They don't do the sides. I like to wrap it around the entire head. So if I'm doing a full or a half highlight, I actually will connect it underneath in the nape area. But I like to section it out. I'll do foils on the side. With her, we want more of a natural look, so I'm not doing any slices on the right or the left side. We started out with just really back-to-back, really small baby lights, minimal stitch width in between each of my stitches. My baby lights are very small, almost look like slices. They always have, you guys know that. Recently, I did add a regular full highlight, a regular half highlight, and a regular partial highlight to my menu. I actually did that today to the public because it's not for everybody, but this is just what 95% of my clients are, or want, I should say. So we're going in, and the thing about the hairline, I always make sure there's a minimal hair. I do that with my Sinful foil work anyway, but these sections are a little bit smaller because it's going to give us more of that pop. You can literally count the hairs in between each foil. People always ask me tips on how to foil quickly as well, because I am pretty quick. But I did decide to keep in real time for this corner of the head while I'm doing this hairline on the side. So this is all real time, not chopped and screwed or cut or any of that at all. But I will give you guys a detailed video going over tips and tricks on how to become faster at foiling, especially for the newer ones into the industry. I always say it's more important to do good, consistent work instead of being fast. Clients rather appreciate sitting there longer as long as it looks good, as opposed to being rushed out with bad foil work or bad jobs.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors.
Alright, so now that corner on the one side is wrapped up, we're going to make our way over to that side of the money piece, which I'm tired of the word money piece. I feel like it's older, it has been trademarked, and I feel like we need to move on to something a little bit more classy because I love it and it does just explain very well what it is, but we need something a little bit more sophisticated. Let me know down in the comments if you agree. So we are going to be doing just 2 baby slices. When I slice, I take the whole entire thing. There's no hair left out as a subsection. So we're going to do 2 slices back to back and then work our way back into baby lights. Now, this is very important when it comes to the hairline because it all depends on what your client wants. If somebody wants a really big, bold money piece that's really, I would say in a sense chunky, but not chunky, I don't do chunky. I'll do 3 to 4 slices and then work in the baby lights. You can even do, if somebody wants it really, really natural, where no bigger pop, you can do just straight baby lights and keep them very close together, and it will still give you that money piece effect. There's just so many ways to do it, and it all depends on the look your client is going for in their inspiration photo or whatever you guys have talked about. And I stand stupid because I actually did 3 slices here, as you can see. This is the 3rd one. Then we'll work our way into baby lights for the rest of that area, and then we'll go into our normal size Sinful blonding baby light stitch. This will give her that nice little bit brighter money piece where it's a little bit bolder but nothing too in your face, where it's natural. And you got to remember too, after you root tap or shadow or smudge, eventually those toners will wash out a little bit and it brightens up. So keep that in mind as well. It's very important to not just think of the color as you tone it and what it's going to look like that day. Think about what it's going to look, 2-3 months down the road as well. She comes every 3 months. 25% of my clients come between 6 to 12 weeks. I only have one client come every 6 weeks. That is for foiling. And the rest come 8 to 12. And the other 75%, even with my Sinful stitch, will come every, I would say, 6 to 12 months. I feel like that proves my foil work, because I always say foil work is the foundation. It's the most important. Toning is important as well, but the foil work is really what's going to live and stay strong as the toners wash out over time. Sorry guys, I'm just getting over bronchitis. I was sick for 2 weeks. So if I cough or I feel a little bit, groggy in the throat, it's because I still have the extra cough that will not go away. It's annoying. Sorry about that.
Stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors, summer love. Memories washed in every shade of green and all the colors, summer love. Day canoe, bathing in the turquoise blue, losing track of time with you. Another beach pie sunset view, sleeping in the afternoon. No place to be and nothing to prove. That's sure something I could use. A cure for the air-conditioned blues. Could use some too.
Alright, so we let her process, of course, with no heat for 45 minutes with the Blonde Me in 20. We prepped her earlier with K18, as I said 3 times already. She lifted like a dream. She's a natural level 6.5, almost 7. So I am going to go in and do a light, slight tap. So here's when it comes to root toning where I have differentiations. I don't feel like it's one size fits all with blonde with anything. I came up with a tap, a shadow, a smudge. I mean, I can't say I came up with, but for my blonding menu, this is what I've been using my whole entire career, and I have different things for all of them. I've been promising for 3 years an updated video of the one I made a long time ago. If you want more in depth on it, go look up that video, 3 different ways to tone the root. But a tap is literally only 5 minutes or less. It's 1 inch or less. Around the hairline, I always leave that out till the end for no matter what I'm doing. And I barely tap like a ½ inch and then comb it through and rinse because we want to keep that brighter. But Redken Shades Eq, which I'm using today and which I use 90% of the time, is an oxidative color. And it has oxidative dyes. I believe that's the correct word I'm looking for. So it gets darker the longer it's on. So I go on and I do 7N, 7NA equal parts. I like more of a flat base on 95% of my clients. The only time I'll use anything besides an N and an NA equal parts is if honestly the client wants a little bit more warmth in their root area, which is very rare. Most people, when their hair grows in the first inch or two, it does look very flat, almost ashy, and I try to mimic natural looks, so that's why I do it. Even though it looks purpley blue, you got to trust it. Don't be scared. The NAs are very strong. If you're nervous, do mostly N with a little bit of NA. N is naturally not the neutral for real in Shades EQ, if you didn't know that. And B's are the real neutral. The background tone is blue to violet, not brown to tan with the ends. So it's already cooler in deposit with a neutral, well, with the shades ends. So adding the NA is just like, 3/4, if not more, of ash. I like it that way. You can see on the hair that was freshly lifted, looks very, very ashy, but trust and believe once you blow dry, it's not going to be muddy or green or anything like that. I'm going to do that video finally for once and for all. I've been promising for 3 years, my updated version. We did tap her 1 inch or less, 5 minutes, rinsed it out before we apply the toner. A shadow's where I do 1 to 2 inches, do more of a teardrop effect in the back. That stays on for about 10 minutes. A smudge is for people who want that balayage lived-in teasy light look, where I let it sit 15 to 20 minutes, and it's 3 inches or more. And if they don't have a lot of root in the root regrowth area already, I will go in and do a paint between because it makes it more prominent for the root color. Alright guys, I rinsed that out. Now we're applying her all over global toner. I did 9V, 9P, 9NW, and 9GB. We're going to apply this onto her hair. As you can see, we just maintenanced her. We didn't overlap. We're keeping her hair healthy. She likes being that buttery, more level 9 blonde. So we're going to apply it. I apply it at the sink like I do 90% of the time. But then we go outside, we take a break, we smoke a cigarette. She asked if she could. So we're going to let it just sit and process for about 10 minutes. And it's important to do that because we did only a tap, not a smudge. And we don't want it to be like that little tap where it brings everything down with the 7. And all of a sudden we have a really bright area for the next 2 inches. So by doing the way I'm doing and letting it sit for 10 minutes, it will bring that lighter piece that was freshly tapped today down with the rest of the ends and make everything look nice and even. Hope that makes sense. Look how beautiful this is. Seriously. We're obsessed. Oh my god. We dusted it a little bit. Maintenanced it. We did 9NW, 9P, 9B, and 9GB. And it's just so gorgeous. 7N, 7NA Redken root tap. Slight tap for like 3 minutes. And we love it. She loves it. I love it. It's gorgeous. Alright guys, let me know down in the comment section what you think. Here it is in my salon lighting. It was already late. It was dark out. It's so beautiful. We didn't feel the need to even put the ring light on. We already know it's going to be gorgeous outside in the real light. Let me know what you think. I hope you learned something about the hairline foiling and my sinful technique. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Leave video ideas down below yonder. I want to put out content you guys want to see, and I'm here if you want me here. So I love you so much. As always, so long for now, guys. Mwah.